Which
too much double speak for me from our football club. They spoke about the Liverpool way and all this other stuff. It's just is a way to just justify not pulling the trigger on firing the manager. But if we really look at it, these guys are supposed to be cold, calculated decision makers who look at the data, the underlying numbers, and act accordingly and don't get involved in the emotional decisions. Well, I'm not seeing much data, Connor, or anybody stepping forward with much data to really suggest that keeping them on board, Arne, is the right decision.
That's the thing, I don't want to agree with it, but I can maybe see some sense in not sacking him right now because, like we said, we probably will stumble over the line, get Champions League, and then we have like a solid base to go off next season with a new manager. But like, if they're even considering giving him a new contract or letting him stay next season, then obviously it is just jobs for the boys and it's not at all data driven, like you said. Like, I can see there's probably some sense to keeping him for now. But no part of me whatsoever believes that they can actually look at this and think he is the man to lead this team for the next 4 or 5 or 6 years.
I think fans are sometimes blinded by this belief that they're all powerful decision makers. They all seeing eye, these absolute legends behind the scenes. But Todd Bowley kind of blew the lid off the way football clubs really can be these days by saying, oh yeah, Man City want the Cucurella, so I decided I'm the sporting director here at the minute. I'll have Cucurella. Like, that is a multi-billion-pound business that's operating like that, lads. I mean, so whatever we think about these visions, and yeah, sometimes it is just a little bit more exaggerated than we think. I wanted to move on to the future, and I want to ask, if and when Arne does eventually get fired, who's the best realistic candidate for you guys and why? But I want to just jump in with something Sasha Tavolieri posted earlier on, to say that Jurgen Klopp's feeling the absence of coaching, gentlemen, at Red Bull on a daily basis, and he's too far removed from the adrenaline's on the pitch. If he's coming back to manage anybody, I mean,
don't dangle that carrot.
Well, if he's coming back and he's feeling the itch, I mean, we'd be
he's going to Real Madrid, Craig.
Idiots.
No, he's going to Real Madrid, Craig. He'll go. I think he will be a Real Madrid manager.
For what, a week? Can you see him putting up a Florentino Perez?
Honestly, I think that he has the same allure and respect for Real Madrid that sort of generation has, and maybe even this one does. Like, which I personally actually don't understand, but there seems to be an incredible reverence for them. Like, they are some sort of holy, like the number one team to play for in the world. I get that they're absolutely huge, but like, the institution itself is mad. I think that's where he's going. I
think Real Madrid is everything he doesn't like about football. I would go completely to the under end of the spectrum and think, if we are to believe Jurgen is the man he is and what drives him, and he likes the underdog fight and all these kind of things, I really don't see it. I don't see a world where he goes in there and does the job, because one thing kind of stuck out to me that his agent, Mark Akroshka, said that he's never been fired. Jurgen's never been fired from a job in his career. And if you go into Real Madrid, you're getting fired. It's just a matter of when.
There's absolutely 0% of me thinks he's going to Real Madrid. I think he's finished with coaching. I think Sasha Tavolieri is the biggest spoofer on the planet, so I wouldn't go off what he's saying, to be fair. But even if he does come back, yeah, it will be to someone like us, or I feel like he could do like a Ted Lasso. He'd go manage some like basketball team somewhere or something different, just to get into coaching rather than actually doing like top level football.
Would you take him back, Connor?
I'd absolutely take him back. I'd be gone from this to this if he came back in fairness, like. But sorry, I have to do it
well, that was a bit of an overestimation.
The numbers on that. Come on.
I'm not having that.
1 foot, that'll do, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
That's insane.
I'd absolutely take him back.
Hey, lucky woman.
I'm not getting ahead of myself. I'm not starting to think that it could be possible. But if it is possible, 100% I'd bring him back. But I'm not getting my hopes up.
Chris, if he was open to it, if maybe the emails were exchanged between LJWH and Jurgs, what are we saying? Would we welcome him back? If you say no, by the way, you're gone. At the end of you. Fuck off. You and your moustache can get out of here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I really...
Look, even Izzy's leaving. Look. She's gone. She's out the door.
I really, 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 really hope that happens. And my door would be open to him. He could come and stay with me and live with me if he wants. But at the end of the day, he's going to Real Madrid. And come back to this. I've got this vision that he's going to go.
Sometimes I really appreciate how you take the heat off me, Chris. I really do. I really appreciate it sometimes, mate.
honestly, one day you come back and that's the only thing I can envision. I really hope it's not true, but yeah.
Me and Connor outside the Santiago Bernabeu, full Dougal and Father Ted. Sorry, Chris, you won't get this. Down with this sort of thing, Connor. Careful now.
Careful now.
Yeah. I just had a thought, totally somewhat related, but somewhat unrelated. Arne's contract runs out in 2027, right? So he'll have a year left on his deal. Do you think it sounds pathetic and it might actually be a thing? If we coast to Champions League the next 2 years, like he'll just run out his contract and therefore the club will save on compensation.
I'll do a whip round. I'll start to go fund me now to get rid of him.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking, Connor. I'm willing to sacrifice my wages for the next few months. I mean, I'll chip in.
Yeah, we'll do a whip round. Looks like how many people have subscribed at this point? If everyone throws in a $5, like we'll be getting close enough, wouldn't we?
Well, obviously, we know we can get Connor onto OnlyFans with that measuring tape and do big things.
That's the thing. Yeah, we'll get the money somehow. Like,
jokes aside, give me a name. Give me a name that you think is it going to be Alonso, Connor? Is that where this is going?
It certainly seems like it. Even going off some of like what we see in the media, like just some of the targets we're seeing for centre backs. Like I think going to a 3 at the back is certainly not out of question the way things are going. So I think it could make sense to get Alonso. I think Julian Nagelsmann will be a big name in terms of just like after the World Cup. I think he will look for a project. Like there's been links with Man United as well, and it sounds like he's interested in the Premier League. So it wouldn't shock me if he's the man. Outside of them too, God only knows. Like I'm sure the club will be looking at every manager on the planet. I'm sure they'll put out some unknown fella from Belgium or whatever league that they'll find someone who we've never heard of as well. I'm sure, but the obvious names for me definitely will be Alonso and Nagelsmann.
I definitely wasn't sitting here counting out the length of Nagelsmann's name when you said a big name, trying to count out the letters on my fingers. That definitely wasn't happening. I wasn't doing it, and I didn't come up with the wrong number. So, Chris, give me a name. Is it going to be Xabi Alonso? Is it going to be Arne Slot? Is it going to be, I don't know, Sebastian Hoeneß? What are you thinking?
I'd love to be a hipster and come up with something, out of the ordinary, but I can't look past Xabi, man. It's the perfect reuniting of a club legend and someone who's in desperate need of rejuvenation.
Would he be all right though, coming up against Real Madrid and Klopp in the Champions League, Chris?
Well, that's the thing, mate. That's the thing. But also, just let's think about it. Frimpong and Wirtz as well, already at the club. No Xabi Alonso.
That's what kind of has me in this mad dream about Klopp. Can you imagine Klopp with Wirtz in there? Like, oh, lads, come on. Ekitike, Wirtz, Isak.
Nah. He won't come back. The emotional strain will be mad. Like, he's already given up. He ran out of energy once. He'll just do it again. But it won't take as long this time.
I don't know, lads. I think a bit of Wirtz, a bit of Ekitike, a bit of Frimpong. I mean, look, I can see a case where Xabi Alonso comes through the exit doors, Connor, and Frimpong and Wirtz run up saying, "Daddy."
They come out just like this.
That's probably on your trademark. Whenever we score and you're doing a watch along, you just got to get the tape measure out.
Yeah, good show. Yeah, I think it's entirely possible, especially given the links with the players that we have at the club, given the links with the club itself. Like, of course, he's a legend. Like, there's a lot to it, but I wouldn't say he's the only name, but certainly would be top of the pile at this point, I would say, yeah.